Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Just Jordan podcast for the very first time with your host, Jordan. So, I thought I would kick off my podcast with a bit about me, why I want to do it. I also put on my Instagram for some questions that just so I wasn't boring you with what I think you want to hear. It was random questions that like people on my Instagram had sent me just to answer and stuff because there's ones I wouldn't even have thought about speaking about. And I also have my notes sat right there for them questions. In case you see me looking over there quite a lot of the time, that is the reason why. So, my name is Jordan, obviously, from the title, and I am 32, old bastard. In the gay world, I'm basically dead. I am from Glasgow, city centre, not city centre, but I stay in Glasgow. I'm from Rutherglen. um, I am a barber, have my own barber shop. I have done for the last 5 years. I'm a co-owner with my business partner David. We went to school together and both wanted the same thing at the same time. So we both just kind of I thought, you know what, to save us both going away and doing separate like shops and stuff, we thought what better way to like group together and have like the double clientele, the different experiences that we've both done because we went to college, I was shop trained. The place that we both worked in together before, I was a manager and supervisor there, so I had that kind of an experience. Whereas David had just come straight from college and then worked in the same barber shop as me. I'm going to say about 3 years. I can't actually remember, to be honest. It was quite a long time ago. It was over 5 years ago. So we both own a shop called Revival Room. We will be filming some podcasts in there and stuff. I have one lined up, which is a business one where me and him are going to talk about how you go about getting your own business, if it's easy, if it's hard, the pros, the cons, everything in between. So that'll be maybe like 8 weeks' time or something like that because I'm bringing these out every 2 weeks. So you will hear more on the kind of business side of my life. I'll go on to now like why I would like to have my own podcast. When I'm driving to and from work, and I'm not a long driver, well, lad, but I love just sitting listening to people's podcasts and like I don't actually watch TV really. I'll watch YouTube channels and YouTube vlogs and YouTube hauls, blah blah blah. So I've actually recently, the last maybe year and a half, got into podcasts and people's like life stories and stuff. I actually find it really interesting. I actually really enjoy my commute to work now or my commute anywhere when I know I'm going to listen to a good wee podcast that's just dropped. So I thought, maybe I could bring out something and hopefully people will maybe enjoy their commute too. Working a Monday after a heavy weekend, listening to what I've been up to or what I've got to say. Well, here's hoping, fingers crossed. I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to bring out a new podcast every 2 weeks and it will drop on a Sunday, give or take. It might run behind, it might be early if I'm on holiday or whatever like that, but I will hopefully have it all scheduled and all planned. I have a diary where it's all wrote down of everything that when I'm going to do it, blah blah blah, all stuff like that. Um, I've got obviously, as I said, I've got a business one. I've got other ones like I'm going to discuss X, hot takes, controversial opinions. My boy, one of my friends, Kyle, he is well, we go to college together. He is coming on to do Say It or Shot It. He's a bit of a head case, so he'll give you a laugh. He's a steamer. Um, so yeah, I've got like actual different fun stuff coming up. So as I said, I put on my Instagram, all like to everyone on my Instagram basically for some questions, for some inspo, etc. of what I could be asked or what I could share or what I shouldn't share or blah blah blah. So here's 8 questions that I hope will let you get to know me a tiny wee bit more and hopefully it'll make you come back for episode 2. So the first one was why I wanted to be a barber. That was my most question. Honestly, like I put it on my Instagram, I think twice to get questions, just see how different people, different views, etc. And that was my most questioned, which was a shock to me. But the reason I wanted to be a barber was multiple reasons, to be honest. Like I'll set the scene right. I'm 32, so obviously you can tell by my voice, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can see my actions. I'm obviously a gay man. So 32, you're talking, when the hell would I have left school? Like maybe I don't even want to know. I'm old anyway, right? So when I was at school, and if you said you wanted to be a barber or like a hairdresser, obviously I don't know about a hairdresser, but if you said you wanted to be a barber, already if you're like a closeted gay man and you're trying to, or not even man, closeted gay person, and you're trying to like hide the fact that you're gay when people are asking you all the time, oh, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. Last thing you wanted to do was get into school and see a careers advisor and be like, oh, by the way, I want to go and do hair, because that was so, it wasn't frowned upon, that's probably the wrong word, but it was like you'd be judged more and asked more like, oh, that's like a gay thing, because back then it was predominantly females that done it, even male, like male barbering, whereas now obviously I'm in the industry, I know it's predominantly males, which is, it's weird how it just like turns around, but I always really, really wanted to be it, so I kind of probably put it off more than what I should have. Um, just in terms of that, like didn't want to. I was trying to hide the fact I was gay, basically, which is in 2025 where I'm now. Yeah, never motherfucking hide. Expose yourself and get yourself out there and be proud of who you are. But back to the story. I then had always, even through this time in my life, I was like con- consistently obsessed with different hairstyles. Always googling it. Always sending my barber at the time. Oh, I want blonde hair now. Now I want to go back brown. Now I've got a party this weekend, so I want this blonde. And I know mullets are back, but for a long, long time, they were obviously a slagging. And I had like a blonde mullet. I dyed the blue. I'd done blah blah blah. And I remember one day, man, he said, "You should go and do barbering." And I was like, "Oh no, I've always wanted to." Blah blah blah. And she kind of gave me that wee nudge to be like, "Don't give a fuck what anyone else says or is going to think." Keep in mind, I was probably still young. I was probably like maybe 19, 20, I think. By this point, I was out the closet, etc. So I did have more confidence and stuff to just be like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So I do, in one hand, wish I'd done it earlier because I would like to see where I was now, knowing that I would have had an extra maybe 5 years behind me. But at the same time, I also wouldn't have my own shop with an amazing business partner, with amazing staff that I've got, and an amazing location. So everything that I went through then has got me to this point now. So I can't exactly like be annoyed about that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that is why I want to be a barber. I was obsessed with mowing hair, and I like the idea of I can make someone feel good when they leave my seat, no matter what they're going through. I'm probably more than a barber, I would say. Like I give my clients advice, I give them laughs, hopefully entertainment. Yeah, like I feel you're more than a barber, or even like probably in the hairdressing industry as well. You're more than just, you don't just cut hair now. You're like, you've got this person in your seat for 40 minutes. They then become a stranger who becomes a friend, who becomes somebody you then have on Instagram, and you go nights out and stuff. I can't tell you the amount of friends I've gained over my barbering career. Um, and I love it, honestly. See, making someone feel good about themselves. That is probably why I wanted to be a barber the most, because I know when I've got my hair done, and anyone when they get their hair done, you just feel amazing. So everyone always leaves in such a good mood, and you're part of that person for having such a good day. So yeah, I would say that is why I wanted to be a barber, to make people feel good about themselves. Second question was also a very, very good one. I wouldn't really speak about this or open up about anything about this, but I'm trying to learn. So my biggest lesson the last year, my biggest lesson last year was that everything probably gets better. Like nothing is bad. Well, I know you do get bad things, right? But nothing stays bad forever or for a long period of time, hopefully. You like no sadness after a breakup will last forever. You do get better in the end. You might not be 100% over it, but each day you get better and better. No friendship fallout will last forever. You always, if you want to fight for it, obviously, you can make it up and get it. Like nothing lasts forever. Nothing, no bad thing or bad feeling lasts forever. Like every day is like a new day. Just wake up and leave that in the past. Because I actually listened to someone's podcast. I can't remember who it was, and they said, try and get this right in case I say it wrong. Basically, they were like, if you worry about yesterday's problem, it's a double problem, something like that. I will find out and let you know for the next podcast, something like that. So I would say that would be my biggest lesson. Like, everything does get better, basically. Not everything's easy to get over. Nothing's easy to put to the back of your mind and get over. But everything gets easier and does get better. I hope I've said that right, because I know I'm not very good. I'm a bit nervous right now. Shit myself. The third one was actually such a good one. I really loved this. And I actually sat for a good 20 minutes trying to be like, hey, what the fuck? Who would it be? So the third one was, if I could have dinner with any three celebrities, dead or alive, who would they be and why? So number one, no, and I am in no way promoting being a whore, right? But Zac Efron, you need to sit at my dinner table, babe, because you honestly, my full existence of being alive, that I've known him, not known him, but known who he was in the celebrity world. Um, you're stunning. New jaw, old jaw, any look you want to provide for me, Zac Efron, I am there. You in Baywatch, like obviously Baywatch. Honestly, don't can't even think about it. But you in Baywatch, I need you at my table because you're just hot, and I need somebody to look at while I'm getting drunk on the wine, and you are obviously my number one choice. All day, every day, any day. Number two would be Whitney Houston, because just sing to me, babe. You don't even need to eat your dinner. Get the knife and fork down at my dinner table and just you stand at the side with a microphone and you sing. That is the only reason I'd have you there, babe. Like, you are the voice of an angel. You are an absolute icon. R.I.P. Whitney, I love you. And my last one, I toyed with this one. Um, it would be any member of the Spice Girls, and my reasoning behind it, I am a huge stan account for the Spice Girls. Obviously, being a gay male, we the gays are obsessed with the Spice Girls. Let's not lie. I know they better do a tour of that, by the way, just off topic there. Um, any member of the Spice Girls, because then I'm thinking, I get whoever it was that sat at the table, get the rest of the girls' numbers, make a wee group chat, get a night out in polo, go dancing, have fun, and I could potentially be known as a fully pledged Spice Boy. So that would be my three people. The last one I know I didn't really give a good answer, but any gateway that can get me being a Spice Girl, I am there. So yeah, that'd be my three. And the next question was my favourite singers. My favourite singers of favourite singers now and then. Then obviously Spice Girls. Now obviously still Spice Girls. But now, oh god, I've got a few, but the one who will always steal it for me and who has my heart, Sabrina Carpenter. Like, that girl is like a real life doll. She's just so stunning. Just good vibes. Well, good vibe, but her performances are unreal. The tunes get me dancing like fuck on a night out if I hear them when I'm steaming. Um, yeah, I'd say them. You can tell I'm gay with 8 questions, can't you? It's fucking Spice Girls and Sabrina Carpenter, but yeah, they two would have it for me right now. That's who I would be choosing. Um, the next one was rank your top three housewives. So I know a lot everyone watches like the housewives of like Beverly Hills, Potomac, um, Salt Lake City, blah blah blah. But I was asked to rank three. So if you don't know who these people are, I'm really sorry, but I need to answer. And I have a duty of care for my fan base. They need to know this. And I'm only joking. My first one will forever and always be the queen of housewives, Melissa Gorga. She is one of the most stunning women I think I've ever seen in my life. And she just gives it. She doesn't give it out, but if people come for her, you should as hell know she's going to send for you. She is coming for you. So Melissa Gorga, fashion icon, absolutely beautiful and takes no shit. What every strong female needs to be. Um, Next one, Derek Kemsley. The fashion. She's gave it this season that's currently on right now. She's arguing every week. She's giving me entertainment. Again, strong female. Love it. We love to see it. And the last one, I toy with a few. Um, Heather Gay makes me hit the giggles. So, like, Whitney makes me hit the giggles. Me and my friend Katie, we always say we are Whitney and Heather, bad weather. So they two need to be there together. I know there's more than three there. I know, don't come for me, but bad weather is going in as one person. They have to be there. Sixth question was, what is your favourite holiday destination? So, me and my friends, we go to Orlando, Florida, maybe like every second year. Every second or third year, give or take. And we love it. Like you go, you have fun, you go theme parks during the day, obviously good meals, good portion sizes as well. The shopping's unreal. The nights out are so good because I don't know what it is about the American booze. It must be like maybe like their sugars or I don't know. Or maybe they're just allowed to be stronger alcohol there. I don't actually know. But honestly, we get I like to think I can drink a lot here. Like potentially for a night out, I could do maybe like 2 bottles of prosecco. Been a night out since I get into wherever I'm going, bottle of wine, and I'm steaming, but I'm there. I can carry my full night out. But in America, we have maybe two, three, four drinks, and we're steaming, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's actually cans you can get. What are they called? It's like a margarita thing. I don't actually know the name of it, but it's so good. If you ever go to America, hunt for this or message me, and I will Google it and show you exactly what it is. I think there's maybe like 11 or 12% in this one wee can, and maybe that's why I get steaming when I'm there before I go out. But yeah, I just love Orlando, Florida. It's got absolutely everything there that it just gives me a good holiday, and I also like the fact you're away for a long time. You go for 2 weeks, so you actually do get like not your money's worth. That's probably wrong to say, but like you get like, do you ever get that when you go like you're halfway through your holiday and you go and look at half a week left. I'm just getting used to being here. I'm just getting my bearings there because you get the 2 weeks. You're like, well, I know. To be fair, I have went one time for like 9 nights, but I just like I don't know. I just love it. Like I'm going way off topic and I could talk about it all day, but I would say Orlando. Florida is my favourite destination. But if I am wanting to go and cause it and have a wee party, which I do tend to do every weekend, I won't lie. Um, oh God, well, hear me out, right? I was an Ibiza stan account. I know I might get hate if I'm going to bring down Ibiza, right? Um, I was an Ibiza stan account, but we went, me and my friends, we went. I'm going to probably say 3 years in a row. Um, and I don't know. I just don't know if I'd done it. So the last, and I'd done it when I was younger as well. The last time I went, I was kind of a like, I'm a bit not bored because it's an amazing, beautiful island, honestly, and the stuff we done was so good. And I had such a good time with my friends. We stayed in Ibiza Rocks, and we were all on the balcony every day. We had like the balcony view that looked down into the pools and the stage. It was so good, honestly. But I don't know. I feel I'm just getting over it a wee bit. And I do love to stand in poses next as much as the next, so it's nothing to do with that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but if did have to choose, and again, don't judge me, don't hate me for this one. It would be Benidorm, and I know it gets called trashy. I know people hate it. I know people. It's just easy to be judged. I done it before I went, so I went for the first time last April with two of my friends, and have been another 2 times since then. Have I? 2 times? Another 2 times since then. And I actually have it booked 2 times already this year. I'm going in 2.5 weeks, which I am so excited for. Um, Actually, can't wait for that. It's so good. But Benidorm, like cheap, cheerful. You don't need to be pure glam. You can just go be steaming. Like there's nights one of my friends, Hannah. She's like Malibu Barbie. She's done up to the nines. She works for me, and she comes into work full face makeup, hair blow dried, like fucking to being a carpenter, hire to fucking the ceilings. Um, and even she went out some nights there like, fuck it, I'm not doing makeup, I'm just blow drying her hair. And I thought, right, okay, this is the vibe we're going with. But honestly, just such a good place. Nobody judges, just good energy, good fun. So cheap as well. Like when we went to Ocean Beach, we got a litre of vodka. So yeah, I don't know, but anyway, I think I was like 200 odd euros that day just in Ocean. But is this place Tiki Beach? You're 42 euros for a litre of vodka and all your mixers. Now I ain't a Benidorm rep. I don't get commission if I make you go and book Benidorm, but everyone needs to experience it and genuinely everyone needs to go at one point. Like it is so bloody good. So yeah, that would be my answers for that. The next one, why did I opt for a sausage dog? Well, If you're watching, you'll be able to see him. He's been crawling all over me the full time of this video. Do you want to say hi? No, he's going to probably start barking. So I was told they were lazy, um, and well, I didn't get told they were quiet. I get told they barked, but I didn't know it was that much of a bark from them, and they're clingy. So I get told they were unclingy. I get told they were quite independent sort of dogs, from people that had them, and he's fucking none of them. He barks constantly. He is clingy as fuck. If I go up the stairs, he's going up the stairs. If I come downstairs, he goes downstairs. If I go into the toilet, he's going to the toilet. If I go for a shiver, he's standing hanging over the bath. I'm like, motherfucker, give me some space. And also told they were lazy. No, no, no. This dog can walk 2 hours plus, come in here and still run about my house and do zoomies and blah blah blah. But honestly, I wouldn't change him for the world. He's called Reggie. He's a miniature dash hound, and he just turned 1 in December. Um, I just stay myself, so it's just me and him. So he's like my wee best friend, my son, my baby G. Yeah, that is why I opted. The reasons why I opted, but I obviously have him on shop. I take him in. He's a shop dog, so I did actual research what the best dog was to be in the shop with me. That was one of them because they're apparently lazy, etc. But he's not, so it does cause us a bit of grief if anyone's listening that I work with. You know what he's like when he barks. We're all like, "Shut up!" He hates if a woman comes into the shop that's not Hannah who works for us. He hates if a pensioner comes into the shop wearing glasses, God knows why, and he hates kids. Like, so I'm just like, he just needs to be in his wee crate in the shop, his wee playpen with all his toys. I think he's maybe scared somebody's going to come take his toys because if I go near his toys, I'm nearly getting attacked. um, but yeah, that is the reasons why I opted, and the main reason is anyone that knows me, I've once did dash hound, like, oh god, maybe 5 6 years. I used to always say to mom and dad, can you buy me one? Can you buy me one? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, wait till I get one house. They're like, yeah, you do that. But see, now that I have him, they are literally obsessed. Like, see if I'm going out or like, say I'm jumping to go to Asda, mom's like, bring him round and we'll watch him. I'm like, mum, I'm away for like half an hour. Like, chill, don't worry. You know I'm talking about you, don't you? He keeps looking at me and crawling all over me. Um, Aye, he's honestly the best. Like I wouldn't change him for the world. When he barks, I'd change that, but needs must. So like it's a dog. That's how they communicate. So, but I absolutely love him to pieces. He's the cutest wee thing ever in the world. And the last question: how did I go about opening a shop? I know I kind of briefly touched on that earlier on when I was telling you about me having my shop and stuff. But I went about it by hunting for a shop for a start. Trying to find location, everything was really, really hard. I don't want to get into this question in too much detail because my business partner David is coming on the podcast one time, so I would quite like to leave the in-depth stuff for when he's here because we both can give his perspective on it. But we just, it was just the right time. We had full clientele. Um, we were looking up to other people that have their own shop and stuff, and we were like, we kind of want that. Um, so yeah, we just physically went and looked at loads and loads of different shops, found the best location. Because it had to be like good location, but not too far for the clientele we already had, which is so difficult. Um, but yeah, literally just went and viewed shops, picked the best one. We actually didn't like any we seen. And then this one popped up, and it was actually David's mum that showed David it, and then David showed me. And as soon as we went and seen it, like it was the first one we went in, we took our families. David brought his now fiance Sophie down to see too, just so we could all have different opinions and stuff. And we're like, this is the one. Then it just got the ball rolling. Like, with then I have clients that are like Tyler's, David's clients that are like people that place the floor for us, and the people who done the mirrors, all that kind of thing. So we're very, very fortunate, and David's dad done loads to it. Like, honestly, I could we actually put on the screen like we befores and afters of what the shop looked like when we first went in to now. Because honestly, David's dad done so much, like built walls in different places and blah blah blah. But yeah, that is basically how I went about it. But we will go in more detailed when I have David here, so we can both discuss it. So that concludes like the messages of the questions. Does that make sense? The questions I got in my messages on Instagram when I put the wee box up. There we go. I got there in the end. So that concludes that. I also researched like other ways that you could kind of get to know me and I can keep you engaged and interacted and blah blah blah. And one was at the end of the podcast video was I would give you two truths and a lie, and I want you to all comment below what one you think the lie is before I say my goodbyes, etc. So here we go. Is this one the truth or the lie? I once set someone's bathroom on fire when I was drunk at a house party by throwing the towel after I washed my hands on a candle that was lit in the bathroom. Number two, is this a truth or is this a lie? I've been to a nudist beach. Number three, is this a truth or is this a lie? I have been on a TV show before. So I want you to write in the comments down below what you think the two truths are and what you think the lie is. And I think for every person that guesses right, I'm going to put you into like a wee competition. Give you a wee prize for whoever gets it right. Um, I think I'll do that actually. Give out a wee prize if you get it right. I'll put your all names all in a hat and I'll pick out the winner. So if you could do that below, that'd be brilliant. And I'll make it a good prize. It won't be a wee shoddy one, it'll be a good one. um, but yeah, that now is the end of you kind of getting to know me for the first podcast. I'm still shitting myself. I still feel like I'm talking like a robot. So if you stuck around till this point, then thank you so much. It honestly means the world. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm so happy if you did. So next week's, well, 2 weeks time, sorry, I should say, the next podcast is going to be on X, and I think, don't quote me, but I think I could have a special guest for that one. Um, I'll be able to talk them round. I think that this person that I know, it's a family member, and I just know they'll be writing about this when it comes to the X. They've got a lot to say. They're funny. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.